5 seconds to go. Start. An economy with India's prospects also has to look at accessing global resources more seriously if we are to fuel our growth. For long, we have looked at Russia from a political or security perspective. As that country turns eastwards, fresh economic opportunities are presenting themselves. The spike in our trade and the new areas of cooperation should not be regarded as a temporary phenomenon. Many other recent partnerships also offer such possibilities, such as those with Australia and with Latin America, in addition to established ones like Indonesia, Africa, and West Asia. The world is today paradoxically rebuilding itself even as it is being disrupted. As new production and consumption centers emerged in the last few decades, there is an accompanying compulsion to create commensurate logistical corridors. By and large, changes were incremental, with the only exception being completely nationally driven but also non transparent and non consultative. From an Indian perspective, the time has now come to start re engineering the logistical map of the world. Some steps have already been taken, such as the international north south transport corridor that also involves the Chabhar port. A more ambitious project is on the anvil in the form of the India Middle East Europe Economic Corridor IMEC, which was agreed to during the G20 summit last September. One has the goal of taking us all the way to the Baltic, and the other takes us all the way to the Atlantic. To the east, the resumption of work on the India Myanmar Thailand trilateral highway will provide us access all the way to the Pacific. We are even examining the viability of polar routes initially with the Chennai Vladivostok corridor. Think of the game changing implications that they all contain. We will actually have with India somewhere at the center from Atlantic and Baltic at one end all the way to the Pacific once these plans, and I quite understand that these are challenging once they are implemented. So, today you will appreciate the importance of diplomatically carrying others in our quest for economic betterment. In the era of a knowledge economy, the role of Indian skills and talent are also being reassessed. The nature of technology advancement is itself creating a greater demand, but there is also the reality of demographic shortages in developed countries. These trends are manifesting themselves right now in an interest across the world to conclude mobility agreements with India. On our part, we too would like to see that our talent is treated fairly and transparently. As a global workplace emerges, and believe me, it will grow faster than all of us anticipate. As a global workplace emerges, there are some immediate consequences. Expanding the scale and quality of skilling at home becomes an even more urgent imperative. This is very much in line with the Modi government's thinking. They are supported by the spread of the innovation and startup culture as well. Businesses too need to do their fair share in the upgrading of our human resources. As the global workplace expands, the obligation to secure our citizens abroad will also grow proportionately. Fortunately, this is an area where we have already built capabilities and created SOPs as evidenced recently in Ukraine and in Sudan. We are also deploying technology more widely for ease of living of Indians traveling and working abroad. However, as we contemplate the relevance of our talent with the importance of Make in India, our goal is to make ourselves into a global hub for innovation, research, and design as well. Work in India is a natural outcome, I would say, a sportive basis to Make in India, but it will also have work for the world's as its subset. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me conclude by reminding you all that there are today ongoing debates both within the country and outside on contemporary challenges. Within the country, the choice is clear. There is a confidence expressed, amongst others, by the government I represent about our direction, achievements, capabilities, and talent. We firmly believe that India will develop all the requisite national strengths that will make it a leading power in the times to come. This view appreciates the creativity and the ambition of our people and is committed to providing opportunities to take that forward. It expresses an optimism about India and about our future. The alternative before the country is a return to the failed policies of the past, one that divides our society, diminishes our economic achievements, and is pessimistic about our prospects. At the global level, there is a broader consensus about India as a key source of growth, a valuable addition to supply chains, and as an important pool of talent. I have every confidence that as the people of our country make their choice, the world will welcome our efforts in the Amrit Kal to move towards a Vikshit Bharat. It is a journey in which all of you, as creators of jobs, of technologies, and of wealth, you will make a crucial contribution. Just as we in the government are preparing for the 125 days after, all of you will surely be applying yourselves to similar endeavors. That is how we will co create our future. I look forward to a continuing partnership in the service of our nation in the times ahead. Thank you very much for your attention. Stop.